I am president of LKM here in Charlotte. We handle advertising and public relations for several clients on a national and local and regional basis. They all are one and the same. It's where that, again, where that idea is going to connect on different touch points. Advertising has gone through a little bit of a bad rap because you just think of the storyboards and you think about people pushing their product out on people. I think if you say marketing, it seems to go beyond just pushing it in your face. You're kind of diving into all aspects of a company. And public relations will get into that earned media versus paid media and all that fun jargon that we try to stay away from. There's a difference in each discipline, but we're all working together for the same idea. I fell into advertising quite by accident. It was not something that I'd planned on. I graduated from NC State University with a business communications degree and actually used a headhunter, which I found to be really helpful just graduating from college. I did my own research in companies in the Raleigh area, really to go into business communication in some way administratively, and landed a job with McKinney & Silver. They were at one of the largest regional advertising firms in Raleigh. Found out that I loved it, absolutely loved it, and started out on the Piedmont Airlines account as an administrative assistant. The biggest thing that I learned from that was starting from the ground up. You get your feet wet in a lot of areas. You learn all the disciplines in the agency as much as you possibly can. And I find that these days, account management candidates that we interview, the more experience that they have had in each discipline of an advertising agency, the more well-rounded, more well-spoken, more diversified they are. So my training came from, as our creative director called it one time, the School of Learning by Doing. Some days we tend to focus all of our efforts on new business, and other days where I'm doing nothing but managing the agency. An average day in managing the agency is going through resumes, looking for the right talent that's going to come in here. I look at my position as really in three areas, is recruiting talent, looking for strategic direction for the agency and guiding that, and then the financials of the agency. So any given day I'm looking at numbers, income that we have coming in on clients, expenses going out. I have a stack of resumes behind me, which is a good thing to start looking to ramp up the team for the two pieces of business we just won. An average day is shifting back and forth between those two things. A never-ending curiosity. You have to always not be satisfied that we have had the best idea for our clients, the best idea to grow our agency. You have to have a never-ending curiosity and be willing to look and try new things, ask questions. We're passionate about ourselves. We have to be passionate about our client's business. A lot of people will say, we want to know your business better than you do. We'll never know a client's business better than they will, but we better be as passionate about it as they are. Curiosity, passion, and confidence, I'd say, are the three biggest traits that would keep anybody afloat. I wish, and this is what I tell people who are in college now, grab every internship that you possibly can in this field. Instead of going out and just getting a job, which is nothing wrong with this, at the movie theater or a restaurant or wherever, those aren't going to help you in this industry. Go and get every internship that you can, whether it's paid, whether it is for credit. And the people that have those internships every summer, or if you can swing it while you're in class, those are the people that really tell me that they're a student of the business. Measurement, how our ideas get measured now. If you've been in advertising a long time, like I am, I'm approaching the dinosaur age. That measurement scares you. You're like, I don't want my ideas measured. This is an art. This is subjective. The students graduating from college or interning with us over the summer, this does not scare them at all. They are used to classes now talking about return on investment. They're used to talking about analytics and stats. That's all the ugly stuff going on behind the fun ideas. Yeah. But it's part of it. And that's a really challenging thing now is to figure out when our clients say, when we come up with ideas or we initiate a concept or a campaign going down the road, and the question is, how are you going to measure that? How will we know that that's successful? And that's tough. I think that is the most challenging thing for us right now is to, one, get ourselves over that hump of thinking what we do, it has to be measurable in some way. That is by far the biggest challenge right now that I think we have. Well, another thing that we've had to get used to is we don't tell our consumers anymore what they need to pay attention to. Consumers are telling us as advertisers and our clients what they are willing to pay attention to. We are trying to figure out, how does an idea perpetuate out socially, virally, through public relations, through the media you're buying. It's just amazing to us how an idea or a campaign now is solely based on more mobile advertising, more blogging, more Facebooking, and people aren't really talking about ads anymore. It's where are the ideas going to be seen, and how many different avenues can you, or what we like to call as touch points, how many touch points can you reach for a consumer? You know, my Mac Air, my television, an iPod, all the I things that you have, or whatever smartphone or smart device you're using, that's how people are going to be reached. And the consumers will continue to tell us, advertisers, how they want to be reached and when they want to be reached. So it's really, everything is changing. And I think that people are finally grasping that this is an opportunity and not to be so scared of it. And once again, the people graduating from college, that's what they grew up with. I didn't grow up with those things, but I have had a fascinating and fun time learning how to use all of them. And they are working to they do make my life easier. The people graduating now, that's all that they know. And so their ideas don't start with a storyboard. Their ideas are born of more of a social connectedness, and that's what we need, and that's where everything is going. Take classes that make them uncomfortable. If they're writers, take a design class. If you're a designer, take a writing class. Take an economics class. Then you really understand where clients are coming from, and you understand that language that they're talking about, the ROIs and all of the acronyms for things. Take something that will, again, help round out your experience, but gives you knowledge to be smart enough to talk about what you want to do. This business isn't for somebody that likes to follow A to Z every day. If you can go from A to Q and back to C and over to R, this is the place for you.